Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's upcoming visit to Greece is sure to rattle the anti-India axis of Turkey and Pakistan. Turkey's increasing arms supply to Pakistan and its interference in India's domestic issues like Kashmir has soured relations. Now India is taking its biggest step in decades to not just counter Turkish prying, but also to boost its diplomatic and defense power projection in the Mediterranean Sea. PM Modi is set to become the first Indian Prime Minister to visit Greece since Indira Gandhi in 1983. India and Greece have deep historical civilization ties. Yet this will be the first bilateral visit at the Prime Minister level by either side since 2008 in order to expand India's strategic footprint in the Mediterranean region. Scheduled for August 25th, Modi will be in Athens for a day, meeting Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis following his attendance at the BRICS summit in South Africa. Diplomatic masterstroke follows Foreign Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar's trip to Athens in June 2021, marking the first Indian foreign ministerial visit to Greece in nearly 2 decades. Not just diplomatic but bilateral defense cooperation has been also on the rise. The participation of the Indian Air Force in the INEOCOS 23 multinational air exercise hosted by the Hellenic Air Force in April 23 was a notable display of this burgeoning partnership. The Indian Navy's INS Chennai conducted a passage exercise in July 23 with the Hellenic Navy ship Nikephoros Fokas during a visit to Souda Bay, Crete. While the Greek Air Force has been invited to join Indian Air Force exercises in September. The engagement encompasses matters beyond military maneuvering as both nations align on key international concerns. Their shared stance on issues like Kashmir and the long-standing Greece-Turkey dispute over Cyprus. This diplomatic move serves as a counterpoint to Turkey, particularly in light of its motivated alignment with Pakistan on the Kashmir issue, which is unacceptable to New Delhi as it questions India's sovereignty. Why is Greece becoming an increasingly important ally for India? India aims to potentially use the Piraeus port in the Sea of Axis as an alternative to Chabahar in Iran for sending shipments to Europe faster. Last year, bilateral trade between India and European Union reached historic levels, reaching $130 billion. India's pathway to Mediterranean nations has become more readily accessible due to the UAE's diplomatic normalization with Israel and the establishment of I2U2, that is, India, Israel, the US and UAE economic coalition. Consequently, India has the option of routing its goods either through the UAE's port or the Adani-owned Haifa port in Israel. Shipments could proceed to the Piraeus transshipment hub. India's economic security is also linked to the control of sea routes connecting Europe with India. India, a leading power in the Indo-Pacific region, has a vital interest in the freedom of movement in the seas, while Greece, a historical naval power, currently hosts one of the greatest merchant fleets globally. In December 2022, Dr. S. Jaishankar's visit to Cyprus marked 60 years of diplomatic relations between the two nations. India boosting defense capabilities is a survival necessity for Cyprus. For the last 48 years, it has been facing a bully by Turkey, and Turkey has stationed heavy weapons and more than 35,000 troops in northern Cyprus.